How you doing, YouTube? It's Will from Will Development. It's my 342nd weekly update. Now that I have that, I can turn that off. So this is my first week back after the comp. I will get both comp footages. The footage from both comps put together and released soon. I'm actually going on a little mini vacation bachelor trip this weekend, so I won't have any time. I won't get back until Monday at like 11 p.m. back here. This is actually Thursday right now. I'm recording this, and I'm just going to schedule it to release tomorrow. And I will also do a comp recap of both competitions I did. Now that I have a few months until my next one, I feel like I can actually breathe again, which is good. This last one was tough, I'm not going to lie. Between the weight cuts and not feeling good and things like that, but overall I'm not disappointed with how I went. There's only like one event, maybe two, that really kind of still bother me because it's like, man, I could have done better on them, and both of them were just nobody's fault but my own. So it is what it is. Won't happen again. That's all I can say about one of them. The other one, hey, it might happen again, but just gotta keep moving. But you know, I went out and two of the guys are world ranked guys in that class, and the other two that were in my class are nationals level competitors. So had no shame losing to them. Managed to keep up on a couple events, and that's really all I can ask for. So I'm not gonna not beating myself up too bad about this one at all, and looking forward, very much so looking forward to getting back to good structured training, really working on some weaknesses I definitely saw in that last comp, things I definitely need to work on in general, and then about 2 months out, I'll start, maybe a month out from this next one, I'll actually start to really hammer some of the event stuff. That one's in July, so I've got some time, and it's a lighter comp. It's not necessarily light, but it's a lighter comp. And so I have that to look forward to. But this week has been just mostly easygoing stuff, nothing crazy. Did a bunch of stuff with a sandbag on Monday, just to do something. Did I even go in on Monday? I don't even remember if I went in on Monday. Maybe that was Tuesday. No, because Monday I did a bunch of sandbag work, just over the shoulder, sandbag squats, that kind of thing, just to do stuff. Tuesday, somebody pulled out the log, so I just did a bunch of rep work with the log, cleaning presses, and then into like just pull-ups and stuff, just to keep the body moving. Wednesday I had a bunch of stone work to do, so that took up my evening, and that was almost a workout in and of itself, just moving all those bags and you know, getting all that stuff poured. That'll take it out of you a little bit. And then you know, today being Thursday, one of the guys was doing a deadlift thing, and he was going for a PR deadlift, so I said, oh, I'll just do exactly what you do, and we'll just do it together, you know, just so I can deadlift on some sort of structured programming. And so that's what I did tonight, and that worked out well. I'm glad I did that. It was nice to train with somebody too. So that was my week. Not going to be training tomorrow. My flight leaves at like 7 tomorrow. So I'll be working all day, get off at 5, get home at like 5:20, and then immediately to the airport, which is luckily just right down the road from me. So that's not so bad, but over the weekend I don't intend on doing much of anything. In terms of weight, just in case anybody's curious, I did have to cut down to 175. I ended up weighing in at 175.4, even though my scale said 174.9. It is what it is. You know, if their scale was heavier, which every guy there said it was. I was actually only one of 2 guys in my class to make weight on the first attempt, which did make me feel good about myself. It was like, cool, I'm being professional about this, you know, I'm supposed to hit X weight, and I hit it, so I felt good about that. ended up eating 7,100, at least 7,100 calories on Friday as a refeed. 95% of it was exactly what I should be eating, maybe even more. I ended up having like maybe 6 servings of peanut butter, just for some extra calories, some extra fat, and something that just tasted delicious that I really, really wanted. So, but here I am almost a week removed from that, and I'm still sitting right around 184, 185 averaging, which is honestly fine by me right now. The comp coming up is 220 and under. The next Strongman Corp show, I may do it as a 175er. I'm going to see how I feel at this weight. I might hang around 185-ish for a little bit and just see how that feels. See if I can get some strength up in that range. And we'll just go from there. I kind of want to go back to the 200s just because I always felt comfortable around that weight, but I mean, honestly, it'll probably be easier to get a little more athletic with the lighter frame, 20 less pounds, be easier to work on certain explosive movements and things like that, and then build muscle up and we'll just weight in general slowly. So we'll see how it goes. I'm playing a couple things by ear, but the new programming is all set up. I finished that earlier in the week, I think on Tuesday or Wednesday. I finished that up, so I have a plan moving forward, and it's a little bit different than my other one, but I'm working on some specific events, and I've got a lot more structure with certain movements that I didn't necessarily have before. So, looking to work on some things, and I'll talk more about the next comp, probably in the next update. I signed up for it last year, and then just rolled over my, what do you call it? Oh, my sign up. What's the word for sign up? Submission? Yeah, I just rolled my sign up. Sign up's the word, I guess. I just rolled that over into this year, and some of the events changed, which is fine. But I'll talk about the events and things I'm doing to work on X, Y, and Z, and we'll go from there. So yeah, good comp, very well run. We were done by like 2:30, I think, which is just awesome. I like faster competitions. They're nicer. You don't have to eat as much or even really think about food, which is great. Yeah, other than that, it was a nice chill week, which I liked that too. I liked being able to not really have to, I got to do this today. That was kind of nice. But I am ready to get back into a structured thing and get back to work. So, sign up for a competition if you want to compete. Honestly, I had one of the guys at the gym wanted to do it, and he's a heavier guy. He's strong, but he's not really strong for heavyweights, if that makes sense. He's stronger than me, but again, he weighs like 280 or 260 or something like that. And that would be considered heavyweight in every league, as far as I know. And he's not really heavyweight strong yet. And I told him, if you want to do a comp, just sign up and do it. And he said, well, I don't know, because I can only do one of these, one of those. I'm like, you're going into a competition already able to do the event. Why is this even a question? I sign up for comps that I don't even know if I'm going to be able to do the events. And I often zero events, especially in Strongman Corp competitions. It doesn't really make sense to me. I guess part of it, if you're going to zero every event, like what's the point maybe? But if you're within 70% of it 2 months out, I say go for it. You'd be surprised what happens on comp day, especially like when I did the farmers and the yoke. I remember we were training and I was dying doing, just a week before, doing 75 or 80% of comp weight on both farmers and yoke. And I was like, my God. Day of the comp, went out there, and if I had chosen the correct yoke height, would have killed that better. And the farmers, they were heavy, but they didn't, at no point was did I question my grip. So you'd be surprised what happens the day of the comp, so don't be afraid just because you're going to zero something out, going to a comp and just stomping everybody, that's not going to improve you. And then eventually you're going to come across somebody who's just a monster. And there's nothing you can do to beat them, and it's better to build that ego over time, because when you build an ego over time, it's actually confidence, when you go in with ego, that gets broken, and then you don't know what to do. And that's really hard to recover from. So build confidence over time by getting stomped and slowly getting better. Because 9 times out of 10, the reason the champ is a champ, maybe not times out of 10, a lot of times a champ is a champ just because they held out longer than everybody else. So work on holding out longer. If you don't, then what's your excuse?